Did Sincere's dad just say, honestly, I wasn't even trying to come out here in these Fiji streets? Let's get into the first look. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8. First look is here, you guys. We had the day off. You know what I'm saying? We only got a couple more first looks left. We got today, so today's a wrap. So I think we just have 2 more first looks for Friday and Sunday. And that's it, and that's all for Season 8, you guys. So ultimately, I don't know who told Bryce, but the first look starts off with Bryce letting all of the Islanders know in bed that it is family day. I don't know if he received a text. I don't know if he received a video message. I don't know how Bryce got the tea. You know what I'm saying? Or they decided to tell him and not Zach Attack this time. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a whole montage of the cast getting ready for family day as far as what they're going to wear. People are nervous as far as what, is or isn't going to potentially be said. What appeared to be Bryce is like the most concerned for Sincere for whatever reason. And ultimately, I feel like Zach Attack needs to be on notice as well. I feel like Kenzie needs to be on notice as well. Like I feel like there's multiple families that should be concerned, because some of y'all don't even need to be here for family day if we're going to keep it a buck, right? So we see Bryce and Trinity's family. They are hugging each other. They are crying. They are so happy. We see Carl and Anaya's family. They're crying and happy to see each other. I didn't see Anaya's NBA father, but I did see her mom and one of her sisters. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But it sounded like from the mom. It sounded like from Anaya's mom that she liked Carl. Whole time she was in Fiji and she didn't tell us. It sounded like she really loves Carl of what she saw so far. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit of tea that she gave. You know what I'm saying? I've got the comment. I got the receipt. So she did say that she loves Carl from what she's met about him so far. And it sounds like she also met the core 4 from what it sounds like thus far, right? What appears to be interesting is KC's family, because he made some type of comment like, oh, I've been on a journey in here, and I'm going to be very interested to see on what his mom and it looks like maybe his sisters have to say about that, about his journey. If they're going to go the whole, oh, everything's positive route, or if they're going to give, you know what I'm saying, some constructive criticism that say, hey, I didn't like how you moved with Anaya. You seem happier with TT, but I just wish that you handled the situation better. You know what I'm saying? To really kind of, because it's different when it comes from your own family, right? And I believe when Casey saw how he acted on movie night, he realized that he went too far. He did too much at Casa. But sometimes when the family, you know what I'm saying, hits you with the truth for real, it hits different, right? Then we got Dylan asking his people about Kenzie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do you want them to lie? Y'all shouldn't even be here. Y'all shouldn't have even made it this far. I would have rather saw Corbin and Persia Cat's family than the Dylan and the Kenzie of it all. Like, it's weird because y'all are not compatible. Y'all don't like each other for real. And Kenzie, you know what I'm saying? If she stays with you after this show, it's going to be for the clout. It's not going to be because she genuinely likes you, because I'm sure her DMs are flooded with how Kenzie has been moving up and through this villa. We also see Zach Attack and Kata's family meet. Kata is curious to see what her family thinks about Zach. We don't know. We didn't get a response. I'm going to assume and presume probably Charlie is there from last season. Again, no more Nepo casting. No more nepotism casting, you guys. Like, what are we gonna do, right? Then there is a shot of Bryce and Trinity. They are gossiping Dion about these other couples. You know what I'm saying? They are gossiping down specifically. They have a bird's eye view. They are laying it down and looking right on at the fire pit of the Melanie and Sincere of it all. They want all the tea. They want to be there for all the facial expressions, all the reactions, all the hand movements, and they are sitting up there gossiping away. Like, I wonder what's going to happen. Do you wonder if they're going to say this? Do you wonder if they're going to say that? And da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? So we got that going on, right? And then from there, we have, the conversation. Melanie's trying to ask her family, what's the tea? You know what I'm saying? And it looks like her sister or somebody is like, I can only go off of everything I saw. Now, is this going to be the same sister that was pushing for her and Caleb to get engaged and calling Caleb her brother-in-law? You know what I'm saying? Like, how real is it going to get? Then we get a scene with Sincere. And I believe that is his papa. I believe that's daddy that was like, I almost didn't come. I almost didn't come to Fiji because you were so embarrassing. The way that you just lied upon lie upon lie on this show, making our family look bad, disgracing our family name and everything that we stand for. I didn't raise you like this. You know what I'm saying? I did not raise you to grow up in a household like this. like that's what it's giving. That it is what it is giving, you guys. So with that, we will see what happens, right? Here's the thing. Melanie, unfortunately, is breaking down once again and has got the tears on again, you guys. And here's the thing. I feel like we can look at this on two sides of the same coin, right? We could look at this in both ways, right? On one end, Melanie, you have had multiple warnings. You had the warning from the Casa men during Casa Amor, during the 3 days they were there. Instead of them building a connection with you, they were bashing the H-E-double-L out of Sincere, how Sincere had played in your face for these past 3 weeks and was telling you the same stuff he was telling Soul. You thought you did your big one at that recoupling, cussing Sincere out only to choose him. You should have chose Corey, although I still believe Corey is a clout chaser. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have had half the embarrassment. So you decide to stay with Sincere. Productions like bet, wait till movie night gets here. You know what I'm saying? Wait until movie night. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So movie night gets here, and Sincere's got a 2-part RICO case on him. He has got 2 movies, 2 movie trailers. Before they used to just have 30 seconds to a minute, it was given 4 to 5 minutes special on Sincere. First, they had the Soul of it all, of how he was lying to Soul and Melanie, and then you got to see all the stuff he was doing with Amora, except for the bed scenes, which I feel like production y'all should have included, unless you just wanted Melanie to go back with Sincere, right? Because you were not going to bring any other bombshells, right? So Melanie has a full-on breakdown. Y'all got mad at the Islanders that were still saying that they were Team Sincere and Melanie and all this and all that, but here's the thing. They knew Melanie was going to go back to him. They knew Melanie was not going to self-evict. They knew that Melanie was not going to break up with Sincere. They knew she liked that man. And for whatever reason, Trinity led the charge to send them to the hideaway to lock in even further. So if y'all did the SEX, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all use protection in the hideaway or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, this family is like H-E-double-L no. H-E-double-L no. But again, too, y'all watched the show, right? Y'all voted, right? So those of y'all that were like, oh, we want better for Melanie. She needs to choose herself. She needs to get out of this. She needs to leave the show. Y'all also had an opportunity to vote. Did y'all not have an opportunity to vote on who y'all wanted to make the final? So if y'all really, you know what I'm saying? And this is more about the Mel fans. If y'all did not want Mel to continue on to the show, you shouldn't have voted for her. Because, you know, what has happened, she has the America vote that is, you know, she's thinking that y'all like her and Sincere together. Then they get rewarded with the hideaway. And now she's got to come see the family, in which the family is going to tell her Sincere is moving completely mad and she looks like a clown on national TV. But we'll have to see if this actually leads to an actual breakup. Do you believe this will lead to a breakup, or do you believe that this will just be a bump in a road? Not a bump in a road, a bump in the road. Hopefully, Melanie's family stands on business. Are we going to get a Huda situation? You know what I'm saying? A Huda and Chris situation of last season where somebody breaks up on the final date? But I'm just of confusion as far as all of the chaos that we saw with Melanie and Sincere this season. Why did anybody think that their families were going to come here and sugarcoat anything? It's looking to me that only, at least from the preview, it looks like from the little glimpse they showed, it looks like really Bryce and Trinity and Carl and Anaya's family visits are going to go well. Everybody else is up in the air. Everyone else is up in the air, you guys. It really is. But ultimately, they don't like to show Anaya and Carl on this show. So ultimately, it seems like the drama is going to be focused in on the Kenzie and Dylan of it all, and the Sincere and the Melanie of it all. And we'll see, you know, what happens with the KC family visit. But this is a hot mess express. Melanie is crying. Melanie's upset. But people tried to tell her, here's what happened, right? Here's why the Islanders are in support of Melanie and Sincere. I still believe it's ultimately because they did not want Melanie to leave this villa. They did not want Melanie to be eliminated from the show or dumped or any of the things. I believe that is the real reason that they were so like team this, team that, right? I believe that's the root of the cause. However, if they know also they're with her 24/7, we only see an hour of the show every day. That they've lived with Melanie. This is their 6th week living together with Melanie. These are OGs. This is the core for everything else. They've listened to Melanie complain about Sincere. They've listened to Melanie cry about Sincere. They've listened to Melanie cuss out about, you know, Sincere and everything else. But at the end of it all, what happens? She goes back. She asks all these Islanders for advice. She makes it seem like she's standing on business. She'll even go as far as to sleep out in soul ties. But what happens? She always goes back. And if they went all the way and had sex, it is going to be harder for her to detach. So we will see what happens if this is a fake out, or if Melanie is really going to take into consideration about what the family has to say about Sincere, or if she is too far gone at this point to still lock a deal with him. So we'll have to see what happens. But, you know, and I want to see what the interaction is going to be between Melanie's family and Sincere's family. That's going to be interesting too, if they're really going to have a go at Sincere as far as that goes. But we'll see. I don't know, because I don't know how far the families were told to really give it for real to these Islanders. It was funny, Johnny's dad, season 2, basically told him, you lost the 100K. that was one of the funniest family, because that was the COVID year, and they had to do video visits, right? And so Johnny's dad told him that you fumbled the 100K, that you had the win, and you fumbled the 100K. That was cinema. That was cinema to me. and he did fumble it. So that's why he was the runner-up with Sully. Anyways, that is it for this video, you guys. Do me the biggest favor, and that is hype the video. Hype it, please. There's that. That's it. That's all. It's Todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. See you in the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post some content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.